This week I got to see the pilot episode of the new Netflix series. Something very bad is going to happen. Something very good happened, and the pilot was great. Saw it at the Paris theater. We were a little nervous when we walked up because the line was like super wrapped around, but we got in, we got seats, we got posters. And we dove into the first episode. I really loved it. It had this perfect feeling of dread mixed with a dry sense of humor, mixed with When Harry Met Sally. It kind of like encompassed all the things I like, put them in our episode of television, so that was cool. There was someone actually a couple rows ahead of me that was open-mouthed snoring. I'm not sure how that happened, but the snoring was actually scaring me because the sound design was very loud. The creator was there of the series, and she said that she told the sound designer in the mix session to make our ears bleed. So I appreciate that, but I was scared, of course, and then I would hear like these really loud snores, and I didn't know if it was coming from the show or a person, so that was nice. A lot of Easter eggs for the story almost right away. I really loved the opening shot of the bride walking slowly towards the camera, played by Camila Morone. I'm so sorry, I keep messing up her name. They were calling her Cammy in the Q&A, which I thought was cute, but I'm not going to call her Cammy because I'm not her friend. That shot, though, brought me back to childhood of something that really scared me and my sister when we were little, which was the bride episode of Hey Arnold, when they're hiding in the cemetery. Me looking around for her. When they're hiding in the cemetery and the bride is kind of stalking them through the graveyard, and you hear her humming the wedding song. Hey, see our couple. Beyonce is played by Adam DeMarco, who was also in Undertone. Had great chemistry. I really believed that they were a couple, and I noticed right away that truck in the rearview mirror. And it was interesting because when the truck was in the rearview mirror getting close to the car, I was like, oh no, like immediately my mind goes to like Jeepers Creepers. But then when he passes them and you're like, oh, okay. And it creates this like false sense of safety for the audience, which I really appreciate. That truck comes back later to quite literally haunt us. The whole series is shot so beautifully, and I found out after the screening that the director of the episode, and I'm not sure if she's the director of the whole series, I hope she is, but she's the director of the movie Love Lies Bleeding, the Kristen Stewart movie I loved. I'm pretty sure that was shot on film. I don't think this is shot on film, but it makes sense why it was so beautiful to look at. It was cool to see Camilla as a more edgy character. Normally, like, I know her from Daisy Jones and the Six, and her character in that is much different than her character in this. Reoccurring theme that I kept coming back to in this show made me feel like how I felt when I watched Fresh, how I felt when I watched Funny Games, how I felt when I watched Keepers, how I felt when I watched Get Out. It's like that feeling of you think you really know someone and you never really do. You don't know all of their family members. You don't know what their true intentions are. All we can do as humans is trust people and hope that they are looking out for our best intentions. But this show, it's just like, the best way I can describe it is just like deeply unsettling. There are animal graphic images, so definitely warning for that if you're sensitive to that. There was a funny scene with taxidermy animal, which normally that would upset me, but when you watch, you'll see why. I get to the cabin, immediately I'm like this is the scariest house I've ever seen. Yes, it's big and that's really cool, and obviously she's trying to not be freaked out, but the events that happened at the dive bar and the rest stop, I'm like, you have every right to be freaked out right now. So say this house is creepy. The sister, her future in-laws, immediately the vibes are off. The sister really reminded me of the brother in Get Out, so that was cool. I think that's why this show reminds me of Get Out so much, is that actress and actor could literally be siblings, I think, but she has the same like just like off kilter way of like speaking and like focused attention on the significant other, which was done really well but really creepily. I don't even want to get into the story that she tells because like she tells a story about a character called Mr. Sorry Man. Yuck. And that reminded me of these like YouTube stories that I used to watch. It's like animated, and I'm pretty sure they're stories from Reddit or creepypasta. And there was one that always, like, I literally am getting like goosebumps thinking about it. It's the story of the smiling man, and if you know that story, you know, but just know it's similar vibes. First knew I was going to record this video, I was going to wait to release it until the show came out because I didn't want to give any spoilers, but I feel like I'm talking about it in a vague enough way that it doesn't ruin anything, and I hope that it just makes you more excited to watch it, because I'm really excited for the rest of the season to come out. I'm going to be in literal Disney World when it comes out with my nephews, but I'll be binging in that hotel room. I previously said the creator of the series was there for a Q&A after, hosted by Josh Horowitz, and I literally screamed when they said he was there. I didn't know who was moderating the Q&A. I knew Haley Z. Boston and the two leads were going to be there after the pilot, but when they said he was moderating, I was like, because I love him. I'm a huge fan of Happy, Sad, Confused. I feel like he has some beef with cats, so I don't love that, but he's such a talented interviewer, and I just like literally want to be friends with him and talk about movies. The creator talked about some of the movies that inspired the series, and she referenced Rosemary's Baby, so also a movie called Birth that I haven't seen, so I think there's definitely gonna be some kind of baby aspect. We already saw a baby in the pilot, but I feel like there's more that we just haven't uncovered yet. Spoiler, but I have to talk about this shot because it stuck with me. When she's in the bar and she goes to the bathroom and the man is over the stall, I realized when I was watching it that when you hear the bathroom door open and you're like, oh shit, he's coming in, you never hear footsteps, and when she looks at the floor in front of the stall, you see like a floating, and then he's there. I haven't felt like that since I watched The Haunting of Hill House. The bowler hat man. Like, no floating, please. Let's walk. Let's all walk. Please, walking. Really liked it. I've been waiting for this for a while to come out. It's produced by the Duffer Brothers, so if you're a Stranger Things fan, definitely check it out. If you're a horror fan, especially check it out. Women in horror, again, I will say this until I'm blue in the face, I'm always going to support women in horror. I can't wait to see where this show goes. I love the name. There was like an iconic title drop at the end of the episode, which was cool because normally it's in the beginning. And it just makes you like What's gonna happen? I wanna know. My cats are making noises and it's freaking me out. That's a good sign. That means the show did its job. But yeah, something very bad is going to happen. Now I'm just flexing that I got a poster, but I'm gonna hang it behind me. This will be my screening memorabilia wall. There'll be a poster there of something that I made one day. That would be cool. Let me know if you tune in. March 26th, it drops on Netflix. I'm pretty sure all the episodes are dropped at once for optimal binging purposes. But I would love to know what you think. I would love to hear if there was anything I missed in the comments, any Easter eggs from the pilot. What's next? I don't have anything planned yet, but April, I definitely want to see the drama, and I'm so excited for Lee Cronin's The Mummy, so definitely expect a video on that. But thanks for watching.